You guys are saying, well, I love hunting animals. I love killing animals. Well, I love the taste of their meat.
I don't love killing animals. I like hunting animals. I like the.
What's hunting?
Like the sport of it. Like.
What does hunting involve?
I love killing animals.
No, I don't. Hunting involves like monitoring, tracking.
But what's the goal? What's the goal?
To provide for yourself and not have to.
What's the what did it? Come on.
Provide for yourself.
You said you don't like killing animals.
I don't like killing animals.
So what do you do in hunting? What is the objective? You kill an animal.
Here's the thing. If you hunted, you would understand how hard it is.
All right, guys. So you guys want to know why you should be vegan?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'll start by defining it so we're on the same page, all right? So veganism is an ideology that rejects the commodification of animals. That means you don't want to use them, abuse them, or kill them for food, clothing, entertainment, or anything else. So what about that definition do you disagree with?
I don't disagree with any of it, but what do you think about like when you grow vegetables in the ground, you're going to kill all those worms, everything that lives in there?
Sure. So, well, first off, if you don't disagree with, if you align with that definition, that's why you should be vegan. So that's first and foremost.
I completely disagree with being vegan.
Well, So if you agree with that definition, that's why you should be vegan, right? If you think that animals shouldn't be used, abused, or killed for food, clothing, or entertainment, or anything else, that's why you should be vegan. To answer the question about crop deaths, two things. Number one, the majority of a lot of monocrops, like soy, corn, wheat, but also I think, I don't know if it's a majority, but it's a very large portion of crops, are grown specifically to feed to livestock. Because if you think about it, we breed and grow 80 billion animals just to then kill them after having to feed them, right? That's 10 times the population of the people on the planet. We have to feed them something, right? So a lot of those crop deaths would be reduced if we didn't grow those animals or breed them. But also, crop deaths, I think we all know that for humans to be alive, things have to die, right? There's no way to live as a human without killing other animals or without kind of taking resources away from other animals. But just because we can't be perfect, just because we can't eliminate all death, doesn't mean we shouldn't do the best we possibly can with our circumstances, right? So while some animals may die with crop agriculture, which I truthfully believe it can be drastically reduced, even with our current system, because who's going to care about the rabbits, the worms, the moles, when we have a system of killing these animals, right? So nobody takes the extra time to try and relocate them, to try and clear them out, so we just kill them. Yeah. So that's my answer to that, is those are more incidental deaths, so deaths that have to happen for us to produce food to survive. They're not the product. They're not being exploited, right? That's the difference between that and animal agriculture. Yeah.
All right, so what do you think we were put here for? You think we were, herbivores when we, you know what I mean?
No, so we're omnivorous, yeah.
Yeah, you think like we ate plants and stuff like that, and that's it, and we didn't eat meat,
Who said that? No, I didn't say that.
We were carnivores, right?
No, we were neither. So we are omnivores, and more like modern, modern definition.
We eat plants.
We're more like opportunistic eaters.
What to survive, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
What you're saying is that the world we live on, we don't need to eat meat anymore because we can survive eating other sources of food, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm getting at is, I hunt, you know what I mean, and we both hunt, and I don't, you know what I mean. I get you don't agree with that and stuff, but it's. I think that everything in life, even humans, population control is a huge thing. You know what I mean? People, humans, food, animals, everything needs to be regulated in some way. You know what I mean? If nothing dies, nothing can be born. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so then we'll just go with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think there's humans? We mentioned humans. So you think that we should have a system in place where we systemically kill humans to control the population?
Like the purge, you know what I mean? I'm not talking like the purge out here. I'm saying that
we just have too many
people die of old age, people die of disease.
Naturally,
which
right.
is naturally, so people can,
But my question is, because that's not what happens with animals.
It's not naturally that we kill animals. I think it is naturally that people, hunters, or farms, animals need to be killed. You know what I mean? We eat them.
Well, so two things. When it comes to factory farming, which I understand you guys do hunt, but you guys don't live solely off of hunting, right? You guys go to restaurants.
We get a lot of it on.
Okay, you guys don't go to grocery stores. You guys don't eat at restaurants.
Yeah, but not like a lot less than the average person.
We all live in, you know what I mean? This is
society. No, but my point is, if you were living in the middle of Alaska and all you did was hunt, then maybe we could have a little bit different. I would still say it's immoral for some reasons. We get into that.
So do you think hunting is better than buying like beef from a store, like a farm raised.
how do you agree
So
about
when
that?
you say better, I would say
Like more
it's
moral.
I would say it's slightly more humane in terms of it's not a system of caging and abusing, but it's still immoral in my book.
I honestly, I will agree. I don't really. That's why we hunt. I mean, a big reason is like we get a
biggest
lot of our
morals,
meat is
yeah.
that we're
We don't
working.
want anything
We're
that's
working
been
for the
processed.
meat that's something that's not processed and just.
But you guys drink milk and eat eggs?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, but you guys don't hunt that,
No,
right?
but-
So my point is like.
Get all farm chickens any day, brother. You know what I
Time,
mean?
time, so, but my point is, if we're going to use hunting, that's fine. But when you say, when you're talking about hunting, you guys still contribute to factory farming, right? Whether you like to or not,
yeah,
you
but
do.
at a lower amount than we could.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean? In
maybe,
perfect
but how much
situation, we
lower?
wouldn't.
15% lower? 20% lower? 20? Okay, but you're still contributing to factory farming.
Yeah,
So like,
right.
it's like somebody saying, well, I don't believe in stabbing somebody to death. I believe in poisoning them.
Yeah.
So I stab somebody to death 20% less than I would, right?
What do
You're
you think
still
about
stabbing
the,
them.
like the fishing, like in.
Yeah, well, one point. I'll go point by point. So you mentioned, you mentioned population control, right?
Yeah.
So and then you group.
I'm not talking. I'm trying to fucking mass murder everybody. I'm just
Well, no,
saying
no,
that
but-
people, animals,
so-
everything needs to die, right?
Well, no,
So
no, no.
more
Oh,
things
hold
can
on,
be-
hold on. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. So when you say population control, and then you mention, well, you don't want human population to be controlled.
Yeah.
You just think humans need to die. Of course, yeah, everything needs to die,
We need
right?
to live a harder life.
Yeah, I'm not advocating for no animals dying.
Yeah.
I'm advocating for no animals being killed, exploited, abused by humans, right? So when you guys go hunt, you're not doing it out of survival. You're doing it because you enjoy it. You enjoy hunting. You
100%,
enjoy
I
shooting.
fucking love it.
But my thing
I
is,
love murdering an animal.
but my thing
Nothing
is,
makes me feel better.
right. But my thing is, what's the justification, right? Just because you enjoy doing something doesn't mean it's morally justified.
I'd rather kill an animal, like, and have it have a chance at getting away than have a cow slaughtered for no reason.
But what's the justification in killing any
You know what-
animals in the first
you know what
place?
my justification
Because again, wait, hold on, really quick. Because if we don't need to kill those animals to survive, and you're doing it out of enjoyment, what you're saying is that things that you enjoy are justified now, right? So if I enjoy killing humans, I should be allowed to do that just because I enjoy it. If I enjoy abusing animals, I should be allowed to do that because I enjoy it.
I just think that it's necessary that we get, like, protein. You know what I mean?
But now we're going into nutrition. So now we can talk about
so
nutrition.
Hold
yeah,
on. I don't
no.
want to go into nutrition.
I'll go
first.
into that
Let me-
next.
We're going.
Let me first. I think that the world we build, you know what I mean? We're such a big population now. You know what I mean? I mean, completely deforestation, right? I mean, you completely agree with probably that, right? Our
what
population
part?
is so big with
Overpopulated.
deforestation. You know what I mean? Homes need to be built, factories need to be built,
Yeah.
businesses
Completely
need to be
unfair
built,
to
right?
animals.
So animals, their populations, because hunters have obviously declined every year. Every year, hunters decline by 10%. So it's like,
okay.
you know what I mean? Just the society we live in. So you have all these animals, their populations still stay the same, but
Okay,
their land where they live, right? Like we're talking deer here. I'm not talking cows, whatever, pigs, whatever you want to talk about, right?
Sure.
But I'm talking deer. And
But hold on.
this is I'm giving you your answer of why I hunt, right? Is that these deer populations
I'll
stay
bring
the
it back.
same,
No problem.
but their home of why, how much land they have to live on decreases every year. Hunting is in place because, you know what I mean? If nobody hunted, it's the more deer that jump in front of the road in front of a car and kill a family of 5.
No,
You know what I
and-
mean?
but
It's the
but
more
the-
the deer that
Yeah.
die because of starvation because there's too many in a acre of woods, when in reality back in the day when they had 20 acres of woods. You know what I mean?
So-
That's
so-
why I hunt.
Right. So here's the thing. If there are areas where deer are running into the road and causing accidents and stuff, that's a little bit different, right?
It happens.
No. I know it
You know what I
does
mean? Every
happen,
day.
right? I know it does happen. But you just said it yourself. Whether or not there was a population issue or not, you enjoy hunting. You would go out hunting.
100%
Even
enjoy
if there was no traffic issues,
Yes.
you would still want to hunt.
What's up?
So when you say that you're doing it for their betterment, I call complete BS on that because you're not. You're doing it for your own enjoyment.
I am
you're
doing
it.
100% for my enjoyment.
Okay,
yeah.
so then why are you using all these excuses of, well, their population, well, this and that, when that's not true?
I think it justifies why I enjoy it. I mean, that's the only reason I'm saying it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't, because when I
I
actually,
enjoy
unless,
it because I think it's a natural instinct. You get what I'm saying? I think a natural instinct.
well,
as a
no, I
human
think it's
is
a learned behavior. Because if we look at it now, like if we're in a modern world where we don't have to kill these animals to survive, it wouldn't be a natural instinct. right? Because we don't need to do it. The only reason why we developed those skills is because we had to do it at some
So
point.
we did have to do it at some point, but I still think, I mean, I get that you're trying to argue that we no need to, and I know that you want to get into nutrition because I can tell you know a lot about it and you can't wait to throw
No,
your
he just brought it up. I'm fine with
I
not
would
getting
love
into
to get
it.
into nutrition. I just think it's very important. You know what I mean? We need protein. We need iron. You know what I mean? We
Well,
need
you can get all that
magnesium,
from plants or
calcium.
fortified foods, but when
But I mean, you can't sit here and say, you know what I mean, at mass amounts you can.
absolutely.
I don't
Either
know.
through fortified foods or from the plants directly. I get well over 100% of all of my vitamins and minerals. I track all my food. I am probably, nutritional wise, better off than the.
I having a fight with a vegan right now.
I know.
Come
How
on,
are you
these
supposed to
people.
bench 315 if you don't eat steak?
There are plenty of vegans who could bench.
I promise you.
So,
right, continue saying.
I am probably better off nutritionally than the majority of non-vegans because I actually take the time to educate myself on nutrition. But separate from nutrition, right? Because we could go in nutrition because he brought it up, but the best peer-reviewed research supports plant-based diets and the health of them. Yes, you do have to appropriately plan them. You can't just eat fruit and then think you're going to get all your nutrients. But if you do it properly, just like with omnivorous diets, you get your nutrition. But back to the hunting thing. So, again, over 98% of animal products are factory farm, right? So, would you say that factory farming is immoral?
Is immoral factory farming? I would agree to an extent. What I don't agree with is that a lot of our meat and everything is pumped with pesticides and steroids and all that shit. I hate that. And
Okay,
that's
so
a big,
you're
that is a big reason why I hunt is because I want more organic food.
Right, but when
that
we
is a
look at
big
it from the
reason.
victim's perspective, so the reason why, okay, let me ask you this.
That's in a different way.
Yeah. Do you think humans deserve moral consideration? Humans?
Like, should people kill fucking humans?
No. Do you think humans deserve moral consideration? I could explain that further.
Yeah, explain it a little further.
So by moral consideration, we should care about how our actions impact other humans.
We should care how humans.
No. We should care about how our actions impact others.
I mean, in the society we live in, yes. I mean, you have to, right? I mean, it's how you have a certain job. It's how you live a certain life. It's how you live in a certain town. Like, every action, you can't treat people like shit. You know what I mean? And
Right, but why do humans deserve moral consideration? Or why should we give humans moral consideration?
I mean, I guess that just comes back to treat people how you want to be treated, right? I mean, we have feelings. Other people have feelings,
So,
right?
because
Yeah.
we can feel
Yeah.
the pain or the suffering or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actions that are inflicted
You're
upon
trying
us,
to say
right?
that animals have the same feelings.
Well,
yeah.
my point
They
is,
100% do, yeah.
that's a term called sentience, which is the ability to feel pain, be an individual, right, have
Animals
feelings.
do too, 100%.
So if animals are sentient and humans are sentient, and you just said,
You're saying why should we not have a hunting season
yeah,
for humans,
no,
right?
no. I'm saying why would we not extend moral consideration to other animals
other
and not kill them in the first place, not exploit them in the first place? When we share that similar trait of being able to feel pain, being able to suffer, why would we then go out of our way to not only with factory farming especially, it's more inefficient, it uses more land, more resources, it produces less calories because we have to feed them calories to grow them. Why would we go out of our way to then do that? And then in the case of hunting, I don't see, now again, you could say you enjoy it and that's maybe it's most likely a taught or a passed down behavior, but I don't see any enjoyment in ending the life of an innocent animal that doesn't want to be ended.
But again, I mean, you're coming back to what, you know what I mean? I mean, we live in fucking a society of 2023 where everybody can do whatever the hell they want, right? You know what I mean? So if I'm okay with you being vegan, I don't wish you any harm. I don't wish you, I'm happy that you're vegan. And I hope that you're happy that I live my life the way I live.
No, I'm not, because when you say, that's like me saying, well, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer, it's fine that you want to kill people and eat them. That's cool, right? What you're saying is, if we can agree that animals deserve moral consideration, I'm not going to be fine with you ending their life unnecessarily.
When did you, can I ask this? I don't know if this is too personal, but when did you, you know what I mean? When were you like, you know what, I don't like eating animals? Or when did you make that?
That's not how that happened, yeah. So it's not that I didn't like the taste or eat or animal products. I could not answer the question, well, why are we continuing to do this when we don't need to, right? If I can be perfectly healthy without having to contribute to this exploitation and abuse.
I'm talking, I mean, I get that people are vegan, but not everybody's out here with a street sign, you know what I mean?
Maybe
Trying
do
to-
activism?
What made you become an activist, you know what I mean?
Well, because the majority of people, yourself included, don't even view animals as others, right? You view them as products.
I 100% do, and I think that you don't see that as that.
Well, when I
don't
asked
think
you-
get that the hunting community is, the people that care about, that care about animals more than the average person.
Okay,
You get
so,
what I'm saying?
well, here's why I don't buy that, and I don't want
I get that.
to critique you, but based on what you said, I asked, the first thing you said about the hunting thing was, well, I am against factory farming. I asked you if factory farming is immoral. You didn't say, yes, because they're put in cages, they're abused. You said because of the antibiotics, I don't want that dirty meat, essentially, right?
Exactly.
When I asked about the hunting, you, if you didn't have to do it for population control, you said, oh, I love killing animals, I love doing it. So to say that you care about another individual, whether it's animal or human, but then have no
see, you're
issue
taking
with...
out the thing is, us as humans has put us in the situation that we're in of why we need hunters, and people don't get that. That because of the way our society is, and that people know that we have farms that just mass produce all this meat and all these eggs and all this chicken, and you know what I mean? We no longer need to sustain on hunting doesn't. That's not the food that we're putting on the table. You get what I'm saying? But these deer populations are still going to be the same no matter what. You get what I'm
Correct,
saying?
but again, unless I haven't, to be honest, and I know there are some very, very few areas where it can get out of control.
We live in one.
Well,
the Northeast is one of the most population
No,
places
and
by
that-
per capita of land.
And that may be true, but I actually haven't seen any significant statistics supporting that we need seasons for anyone who wants to go hunt to hunt. There, I can understand with population control, maybe with giving birth control to the female deers, or by putting them down or whatever. I can understand a regulation of population control, but to say that we need
Yeah, but you're bringing up birth control, which is, you know what I mean? You're talking about something that's, I believe, is not humane. You know what I mean?
How would birth control not be
birth
humane?
Control into people. I mean, it's you're taking. it
No.
away.
I'm
The
saying
national
how would
ability to
how would controlling deer populations without killing them be less humane than going out and shooting them in the chest?
It's not possible.
How is it not possible?
You're saying that we're gonna capture deer and give them birth control? Does that
No,
make
not capture. We could put out bait traps. We could do whatever. The point is,
give them birth?
no. I'm not saying. I'm not an environmental scientist, so I'm not saying that I have the answer for that. I'm saying that
You think that there could possibly be another
yeah,
way?
if the concern was the overpopulation of deer hitting people, hitting traffic,
Can I give you the answer to
we
that?
have some.
Can I give you the
We
answer
could
to
definitely
that?
do something else.
Is that people don't give a fuck. That's the thing. People don't give a shit about hunting anymore because they can go to the store and pay $8 for a fucking fillet steak. You know what I mean? They don't care.
Well, no, if deers were actually running in traffic hitting cars, they would care.
Well, they are. You know what I mean? I mean, just this week there was 8 hit on fucking Route 3.
Right,
So,
but what I'm saying is, and even if that's the case, that doesn't mean we have a whole season where we go and we kill, a certain amount,
well,
whatever
yeah,
it is.
does. It means that, you know what I mean, if you could populate the amount of does population and the amount of bucks, so when the breeding season hits, which is called the rut, it means they're not chasing them in the roads because they have, you know what I mean, less deer per capita of woods. When there's too many deer per capita of woods, then that's when they start running into the fucking road and they start hitting people, and that's when people boo-hoo and
But
cry
what I'm
because
saying
their
is,
insurance jacks up.
sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, there is definitely a different solution than allowing people, everyday people, to load their guns and make a sport out of killing innocent animals who are just trying to live.
If you could give me the answer to that solution, I mean, there really isn't. You know
Well,
what I mean?
again,
I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? A deer doesn't say, hey, let me call my doctor and get birth control, because that's not a thing.
Well,
You
no,
get
I'm
what
not.
saying?
I'm not saying they should. I'm saying that
This
if
is-
we want to prevent deers, if there's an actual issue,
Who's
there's a
gonna
better
do that,
solution.
though? Are you going to go in the woods and fucking give
That's
feed
why
them
we
birth
need more
control?
activists. That's why we need more environmental
but
scientists.
there's not a lot
I
of
probably,
them.
if there was a job like that, I absolutely would. But my
There
point
isn't.
is, separate from hunting, right? Separate from
But your
hunting.
problem should be with society as a whole, and that people don't give a fuck anymore, and more against the people that do eat the meat, or like me, of a hunter. I mean, people eat meat and they don't give a fuck.
But you don't give a fuck. You don't care about the animals. To act as if you care about. Hold on. To
You're
act.
taking this out of perspective, and you're
How
taking
am I
this
ta-
more in a defense of either you don't kill an animal
We
or
kill
you do
one
kill
deer
an
a year.
animal. You know what I mean? You
We
kill
don't-
a
we don't
deer
go
a
and
year.
kill a bunch
Wait. You said 1 deer a year?
One deer a year.
Wait. I thought you said that a huge chunk of your meat comes from hunting.
But one
You
deer
know
a
how
year.
much? Do you know how much deer
weighs?
feeds
Hold
you?
on. But you're telling me. Hold on. You're telling me.
60, 70 pounds out of it.
No. I believe that. But you're telling me
20%.
365 days out of the year.
I said
okay.
20%.
20%. Okay. So you're still 80%. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, but 20% is not a huge chunk. 20%.
it does.
I
It's
don't.
better
I don't
than
eat
buying-
meat. 100%. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
better
I
than buying
still
that.
don't
We-
eat meat
we
100%.
chicken, we eat all
Yeah.
the
Well, chicken's meat, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But okay, so I understand. We could argue about the population impact of the deer population in certain areas. That's fine.
Yeah.
But again, I have yet to hear a justification for why these animals should be exploited and killed in the first place, right? If you guys came to me and said, we don't eat any other animal products except for the one deer a year that we kill, we'd have a different conversation, but it would not be, what's your justification for this? You guys are saying, well, I love hunting animals, I love killing animals, well, I love the taste of their meat.
I don't love killing animals. I like hunting animals. I like the
What's hunting?
like the sport of it. Like
What does hunting involve?
Hunting involves-
I love killing
no,
animals.
I don't. Hunting involves like monitoring, tracking.
But what's the goal? What's the goal?
To provide for yourself and not have to.
What's the,
deal with
what did it, come on.
Provide for yourself.
You said you don't like killing animals.
I don't like killing animals.
So what do you do in hunting? What is the
kill an
objective?
animal,
You
but-
kill an animal.
Here's the thing. If you hunted, you would understand how hard it is. It's not easy.
No, but just because something, it would be hard to hunt a human. If there was a human running in the woods,
It's a lot
it'd be
easier
really
to hunt
hard.
a human than it is a deer.
Well, no, not if they were put in the woods running around, right?
If you hunted a deer, like it's a whole different world, and you get into their world, and you're a natural human.
But first of all, you probably drove there. You have modern guns. You would probably have snacks with you.
We use we
Oh,
have
bows. Okay.
Bows.
You have modern bows. You have snacks with you. Then you drive home, right? So you're not in the natural. You're
But
still.
we're more natural than everyone else is.
Well,
And
in
this,
society.
when you're growing
We're
your
more natural
vegetables.
than you. I mean, you're standing out here with a sign that you bought from
But-
the store.
Right,
that
they
you write down
kill
with
all
all
the
that you bought from the
but
store.
natural does not equal moral. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's
But
moral.
I don't think vegans moral
But
either.
I don't think
Why not?
vegans know
because it's
moral.
not naturally grown.
It's
Well,
not
natural doesn't equal moral.
Yeah, but natural helps. Like it's like how
Because there's a lot of things that happen in nature
what
that
happens-
isn't
yeah,
moral.
But I believe we were put on this earth, right? We're here to kill things, to eat things.
Why? So,
But things
hold
will
on,
kill
who's-
us and eat
when you
us.
say
And
we were
things will
here,
kill us and eat us.
No, okay,
Back
okay.
in the day, you know what I mean?
No,
Just
we're
because
gonna get back
society
to that.
changed doesn't mean that you changed.
and just because other animals might kill us, when we are in a
I think that's
position,
completely fair.
but when we are in a position where we have modern amenities, we have food security, we have grocery stores, why would we
still
continue to
killing-
kill
Why?
these
I don't
animals?
Because
want
we're
my-
still killing other animals.
No, but did you? I could explain my justification
I get the
earlier.
cows, like, I get
because
the cows.
we are killing more animals
No,
when we breed these animals into existence.
I get
and
that.
feed
Yeah,
them
I get the
cows.
breeding.
I completely
But
But
deer are not bred.
But 80% of your 80% of the animal
Because we
products
can't,
you
we
eat.
can't hunt more than that.
But that's my point. My point is, right? If you're
get
saying you don't like killing
I get
animals,
it.
Yeah.
your entire sport, the goal is to
It's not
kill
a
an
sport.
animal.
It's not a sport.
I
You said
get-
hunting.
no,
You just
okay.
said it's a sport of
Okay,
it.
But
you
it's not
guys
really a
stop.
sport.
I just don't want
But you
guys
don't
to
need to do
get
it.
too
If
far
you don't need to
But
do it, then it's for
It's
fun.
better than eating a cow, right?
Okay.
Would you?
But
you
you
agree
don't
with
need to
that?
do it. It's not as good as eating rice and beans.
But rice and beans kills
Yeah, but rice-
moles, everything like that, worms.
What did I
Look
just
at-
say earlier? What did I just
He's
say
saying
earlier?
that he would, if we all got rid of that, we wouldn't have to fucking.
We'd still have to-
this
we'd still have to
huge
be
farm
vegan.
money.
It would be
I get it.
significantly
No, my
reduced,
thing
and
is-
we would be able
my
to
thing is, I think
relocate
we're-
all
I don't
those
think
animals.
it would. I don't know the science behind it, but
But I
Listen,
do.
I
Go
just,
ahead.
all I'm saying is that I just think we were put on this earth to fucking.
eat meat.
to
Who
eat
put us
meat,
on this earth?
To eat meat. I mean, I'm a Catholic, so you know what I mean.
you believe in God?
Believe, it's whatever.
Are you atheist?
I'm like in between. I don't really know.
He doesn't fucking.
Okay.
So
So, 'cause when you say humans
I
have
don't
a-
want to talk about God. I don't want to get all that. It's just I believe that.
Well,
my-
when your core
no,
argument is we have a
my core
purpose on
argument
this
is that I
earth,
think
then it's
my
kind of hard to
balls will
avoid it.
shrivel up if I stop eating meat. I will become a fucking woman.
Really?
So I will keep eating
That's a
meat,
bad
and I will
argument.
eat
So are you-
protein, and I will
okay.
have testosterone.
So are you saying
and
that-
I will kill
hold on, hold on.
animals and I will enjoy
So,
it? And that's
so,
the end of my
so
argument.
do you think that you
That's a bad
have
argument.
hold on? You think that you have higher testosterone and are more athletic than me?
I don't.
For
You know
example?
why? Because I still eat meat from the
No,
store.
no,
that
no.
are
For
pumped with
example,
pesticides.
hold on.
No.
Do you think that's the case?
How long have you been vegan?
Almost 7 years.
Really?
And yeah, and
I'm
actually,
happy, fellas. I do not.
24. The
And
best.
I'm not mad that
and
you're
and
vegan
just
at all.
about the testosterone thing, just so people listening, they did a peer-reviewed study comparing vegan
I get it,
testosterone
dude.
to omnivorous
I hit the
testosterone.
gym. I get the whole thing.
No,
There's
no, no.
people that do straight plant-based diets and they have fucking protein that's through the roof. Anabolic state,
and then
that's
vegans
crazy.
also had
I get
higher
it.
free
You
testosterone,
can live
so
life
that
whatever
is-
you want. If you want to eat plants, I get it, dude. I will never get mad at you. I don't like when people like you get mad at us.
But when
What?
you,
No,
but when
it's
you
not
say,
live
time
life
out, time out.
whatever.
But when you say, I'm not mad, but I am finding holes in
you
your
are mad. I
logic.
get it.
When you say that
Because people don't live our lives going around like I'm going to prove a veganist that he's wrong.
No, no,
You
well,
go
you
around
couldn't,
life
but-
saying that I'm going to prove a person
Right, right.
that eats meat wrong.
No.
I don't live my life like that because it's a shitty way to
Can
live
you allow
life.
me to explain?
Yeah,
why?
you can explain. Go
So
ahead.
I'm not living my life. I don't want to prove you guys
You're
wrong.
a fucking sign in a
No, no.
camera, dude. You're living your
Wow.
life saying
Can
you're
you
a vegan.
allow me finish?
Yeah.
I don't care about proving you guys wrong. I care about getting people to stop eating 80
You
billion
never
animals.
will. When will you realize when you wake up you're never going to
Well,
change
with
your
enough
life?
statistics, with enough argumentation, yeah, people are changing. People are changing. And the thing is, you might not give a
won't
shit.
be
And if you
alive
want,
for
hold
it,
on,
dude.
you
And
might,
your
hold on,
kids won't be alive
you might
for
not
it.
give a shit, and that's your thing. But
Yeah.
when you say that I think people should be allowed to live their life, what about the animals that are trying to live their life? You would not take that position with somebody like a Jeffrey Dahmer who wants to kill people, eat people. You would say that's immoral.
I care
They
less
can't
about
live their
people
life.
than animals. I care.
Dude,
way
I'm
more
not.
about
Oh,
Okay,
animals.
so
dude,
you would kill a
listen,
human?
Wait, hold up.
I
I'm
want to
not-
kill a human,
listen,
but I care.
you kill animals.
Please stop. Please stop.
Humans are
I-
like, they're just like they're messed up,
No,
right?
Can I?
But like animals, they're very like they do what
Innocent.
they do. They're innocent.
So
yeah.
then how can you kill them and
Okay,
pay for them to be
because
killed?
that's the way that we live.
Listen,
But you don't have to live that. Hold on. But you don't have to live
but I'm
that
gonna
way.
kill them anyway.
No,
if
but
I'm a vegan, I
Just
still have
hold
to
on. Just
farm.
because you can't be perfect doesn't mean we should have a free
But I
for
don't
all.
think vegan's perfect either.
That's what I just said. I
that's
said
what I
just
mean.
because you can't
But-
be perfect doesn't mean you should have a free for all. Veganism is the farthest reduction we could
But I
possibly
don't
do.
think it is.
How can you argue that?
I just don't think it is.
But-
I mean, you kill
okay.
all these. How many worms do you kill in a farm?
Okay.
Do you
we
know?
we kill 80 billion animals on top of all the crops we grow to feed them.
Yeah.
You saying
But
I
what
don't?
if everyone went vegan? How much more would that? like,
There's
cost?
only 8 billion people on the planet.
So 8 billion. So how many
The
people
ma-
are vegan right now?
I mean, again.
Well, the majority
listen,
of our calories still from crops, even for the regular
So
person.
Where's all this land coming from?
But-
all this grown crop that you want?
And then we're gonna
Well,
cut down
the
trees.
majority
Our
of
population's too high
the
to
majority
have
of
this
def-
agricultural
no.
land.
Alright, we
don't
get
live in
We
a-
have to grow those crops for the 80 billion animals. There's 80 billion animals. 10 times the human population we have to feed.
We do have to.
All right.
go. But all I'm getting
I
at-
respect your position, man.
Look, man.
I respect
look,
you
look,
getting out here.
If you say you don't like killing
I'm not
animals,
gonna agree with you.
but you know, agree with yourself.
I
You
will.
say you don't like killing animals.
I don't like killing
But you kill them.
It's natural.
So that's an inconsistency.
I love it. And
Okay.
I will say to the camera,
Okay,
I love
sexual
killing
assault is natural. Killing humans is natural.
Sexual assault's not natural.
Really?
not
That hasn't happened in nature. People haven't raped each other in nature?
animals. Oh, deer raped each other all
No,
the
no,
time,
humans.
dude.
Hold on. Before there were laws, humans were not raping each other. They were. That's a natural
Where I
thing.
get a little weird is when you keep
But
trying to
like-
relate us to Jeffrey Dahmer. Give us a second.
no,
The
you
Jeffrey
said-
Dahmer thing. I don't.
How is
I don't
that
kill a
related?
deer and then I go rub his chest. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
No,
a
no, no.
fucking.
You
weirdo.
said I want to live my life the way you're saying that
Yes.
it's a want that you want to continue doing.
Yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer also had a want that he wanted to
Yeah,
continue
but
doing.
this is also a sexual desire. I'm not raping the deer.
Okay, cannibalism. Let's say somebody really wanted to just eat somebody, just kill them and eat them. You would argue, based on your own values that you share with me, that that's immoral. You don't think humans should be killed. They deserve moral consideration. So if you're saying that person you wouldn't let them live their life,
Yeah.
then why should you be allowed to
This
live
is
your
the
life
problem is I'm not
when you
gonna-
are
the problem is
infringing?
I'm not
Hey,
going to argue with
hey,
something that goes.
let's go.
You're taking extreme.
We're
I'm not. You just have no way of refuting it.
I really have to go, but I
We're never
respect-
gonna agree, but I respect
Listen
that
to your
you're
own
out here,
logic,
bro.
man. I don't know.
Like I
Good talk,
appreciate
man.
that You're out here and you're trying, and I don't care that you're a vegan. I hope you don't care. That
I definitely do care. That doesn't make any sense because you're
That's fine.
killing innocent animals, so it doesn't make any sense.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.